Hey everyone, how's it going? Earlier this month, I went to a fighting game tournament called Texas Showdown, which was actually part of an anime convention called Anime Matsuri, and it lasted from April 6th to April 8th. So the Texas Showdown tournament is actually part of a series of major tournaments that lead up to the EVO Championship Series, which will take place this summer, July 6th to 8th at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. So I was actually a bit excited to go to this because it was going to be my first major fighting game tournament that I attended, and it was also going to be my first anime convention. So the event was out in the Woodlands at a Marriott hotel, and the event was pretty much took over the first two floors of the hotel. The first floor had a giant room with like retailers for like all kinds of anime toys, shirts, and just some collectibles. The fighting game tournament also took place on the first floor, but it was kind of like pushed back in a corner, which was kind of disappointing. The second floor had like all of these aisles or shops set up for artists selling their works, and you know, there was just a bunch of cosplayers, and the schedule was just packed for all 3 days. And this was definitely an interesting experience to see a different culture take place. Usually I watch anime personally, but I've never been to any of these conventions, and it was just really cool to see all these people cosplaying and just showing off all their cool cosplay outfits. There were also concerts later on that night, but I didn't stay that long for it. There was a kind of Japanese drum performance outside. Well, now let's get back to the reason I actually went to this event, which was for the Texas Showdown fighting game tournament. Like I said, it was on the first floor. It was kind of in the back corner. There weren't that many setups. It was just one per fighting game, which was kind of disappointing because I heard usually people would have multiple setups and you could just play casuals with people and just meet new people, play around until the actual tournament starts. But it was still cool just to see the pros play out their games. The games included were Street Fighter 4, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Soul Calibur 5, Mortal Kombat 9, and King of Fighters 13. And there was also a few other games. Since the Texas Showdown is actually a major tournament that leads up to EVO, the winners of these tournaments actually get seeding points for their brackets when they attend EVO. So there were going to be some major players there. I think I saw Mike Ross, Ricky Ortiz, John Choi, Brawly Legs. The tournament environment was a bit disappointing for me because I was expecting a big turnout since this was a major tournament and a bigger venue for the event. The tournament was actually, like I said, kind of like off in a corner. It was kind of hard to see because they didn't have a projector of like the main game that was going on, and that was quite disappointing for me personally because I used to watch streams, so I have like the game live right in front of my face. So there are still a few more major tournaments to go before the actual EVO, and I think EVO will be a better experience just because it's going to have a huge turnout. It's going to be the biggest fighting game tournament of the year. You're going to have a lot of setups, so there's going to be a lot of time for casuals, and there's going to be a big venue, you know, since Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. And I just think the environment will just be really energetic and very exciting. So I'm really looking forward to attending EVO this summer with a bunch of my friends. But until then, I'm going to keep following the fighting game tournaments by watching online streams and just keep going on the road to EVO 2K12.